Hey y'all, Nicholas DeMario of SterlingKisses.com here, and today I wanted to try out this liquid chrome marker by Molotow. I needed a quick way of repairing the plating on this cross, more specifically the papal coat of arms. And while this pen is no substitute for electroplating, I thought it might work well for this piece. I applied it directly from the marker and was able to clean up any excess with a paintbrush. I then lightly touched up a few other places where the original plating had come off. The results were really impressive, and I started to wonder what else could this magic marker do. I decided to see what it would look like on a larger surface, so I applied it to this brass skull die. I couldn't believe just how easy it was to get a nice chrome-like mirror finish straight out of a marker. It didn't take much handling to learn that, while it looks great, this finish is not durable at all. It doesn't take much to dull the surface. I figured any kind of clear coat would solve the problem, but everything I had on hand either dulled the mirror finish or caused a weird reaction and ruined it entirely. Here was a quick test with some clear nail polish. It just made a strange frosted effect. It was time to come up with a few test pieces. This brass ring would be a good example of using the marker for costume jewelry. And I just thought the Lego Knight would look pretty neat in chrome. A true Lego Knight in shining armor. We already saw that the clear nail polish instantly turned the chrome gray, so next I decided to try a gloss acrylic varnish. It applied well, but dulls the sharp mirror effect. Next, I tried a clear acrylic spray, but that wound up destroying the chrome effect entirely. This was turning into a trickier problem than I thought it would be. It was time to do a few spoon tests. A few spoon tests turned into a lot of spoon tests. I had read that it can take up to a full month for this coating to fully cure and become more durable. So I did a test of letting it sit for a full month, and it didn't help. The surface still smudged very easily, and the acrylic clear spray still destroyed the mirror finish. I came across another video on protecting this type of finish by airbrushing on a coating of Pledge floor gloss. His results were promising, but it was an older video and that particular floor gloss has since been discontinued. You can still find it, but it's basically a collector's item now. So I loaded up the airbrush with some off-brand floor wax. It's rare that I use an airbrush, and I had trouble telling how much I was applying. Too light a coat and it did nothing to protect the surface, too heavy and it clouded up. Out of all my tests, I only got one spoon that looked good and was durable. This method was too hit and miss for me. Luckily, I found a product better suited for the task. All-Clad 2 Lacquer. It's a line of lacquer model paints, and they make a gloss clear coat that might do the trick. As we've established, I'm not too good with the airbrush, and it's a lot for me to set up and clean out every time I use it, but I found that this lacquer is just heavy enough to simply paint on. It did a great job at protecting the surface, though if you were to do a side-by-side comparison, the uncoated mirror surface seen here on top looks more clear. Maybe I would have gotten better results with an airbrush. Ultimately, the best method would be to buy the liquid chrome refill bottles and apply that through an airbrush. Then also airbrush the protective all-clad gloss coating on. I think my results would have been better this way, but if you're looking for a quick and easy way to apply a mirror-like finish to a project and don't want to use an airbrush, the brush-on method works really well. I really like how shiny the Lego Knight came out. It actually gives me an idea for another project. Maybe we can give him an upgrade in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Until then, I'm Nicholas DeMario of SterlingKisses.com. Thanks for watching.